From her meteoric rise as a teenage sensation to her tumultuous transition into adulthood, Britney's story is as complex as it is compelling. In this video, we'll be focusing on a pivotal moment in Britney's career, the release of her fifth studio album, Blackout, amidst intense media scrutiny. Having burst onto the music scene in the late 90s with infectious hits like Baby One More Time and Oops, I Did It Again, Britney quickly solidified her status as a pop phenomenon. However, fame came with a price. Britney's every move was scrutinized by the media, from her relationships to her personal struggles, creating a pressure cooker environment that few could withstand. Despite the relentless spotlight, Britney continued to dominate the charts and capture the hearts of millions worldwide. But by the mid-2000s, Britney found herself at a crossroads. The constant scrutiny, coupled with personal challenges and the demands of fame, took a toll on her well-being. It was against this backdrop of intense scrutiny and personal turmoil that Britney embarked on a new chapter in her career with the release of Blackout in 2007. This album not only marked a departure from her previous sound, but also served as a defiant statement of resilience and artistic freedom in the face of adversity. Despite facing immense personal and professional challenges, she persevered and delivered a groundbreaking album that defied expectations. Blackout serves as a testament to Britney's strength, courage, and unwavering dedication to her craft, earning it a special place in the hearts of fans as her Magnum Opus. If you enjoy hearing stories about eras gone by, hit the subscribe button to be notified when I next upload. Now, back to the video. Following the release of her album In the Zone in 2003, Britney was at the pinnacle of her career. Her previous 4 albums had all reached #1 on the Billboard 200 chart, and she had achieved multiple #1 singles. Alongside her musical success, she had launched a record-breaking fragrance and even won a Grammy for her hit song Toxic. Britney embarked on a world tour, captivating audiences around the globe with her electrifying performances. However, amidst her skyrocketing success, the singer sustained a knee injury during the filming of the music video for her upcoming single Outrageous. While shooting a dance sequence, she reportedly injured her knee and had to be taken to a hospital for medical attention. The injury was significant enough to require surgery and forced her to cancel the remainder of her Onyx Hotel tour. Towards the end of 2004, Britney made the announcement that she was taking a hiatus from her music career to focus on starting a family with her new husband. This decision marked a turning point in Britney's life as she shifted her priorities and embarked on a new chapter filled with the joys and challenges of motherhood. After the release of In the Zone, Britney started to express a desire to experiment with her sound and allegedly began working on a project that she hoped would become her 5th studio album titled Original Doll. Original Doll was an album concept that Britney worked on around 2004 to 2005. Although the album was never officially released, it remains a fascinating piece of Britney's musical legacy due to the concept and the few snippets of information that have surfaced over the years. The concept behind the project was to be a departure from Britney's previous work. It was intended to be a more introspective and experimental project, showcasing a darker and more personal side of Britney's artistry. Reportedly, she aimed to explore themes such as fame, media scrutiny, and personal struggles, offering a raw and unfiltered glimpse into her life beyond the spotlight. If Original Doll had been released as originally intended, it likely would have followed conceptually from Michael Jackson's Invincible album, which was released in 2001. Invincible marked a shift in Jackson's sound, featuring more introspective and mature themes compared to his earlier work. The album explored themes of love, social issues, and personal reflection, showcasing Jackson's continued evolution as an artist. Similarly, Original Doll was intended to be a departure from Spears' previous pop-centric sound, delving into darker and more personal themes. It aimed to offer a raw and unfiltered glimpse into Britney's life beyond the spotlight, much like how Invincible showcased a more introspective side of Michael. While the musical styles of the two artists differ, both Original Doll and Invincible share common themes in their respective contexts. Therefore, it's plausible to imagine Original Doll as a conceptual successor to Invincible in terms of thematic exploration and artistic evolution. One of the standout tracks associated with the Original Doll project is Mona Lisa, which leaked online and became a cult favourite among fans. The song's lyrics touch upon themes of identity and the pressures of fame, hinting at the deeper introspection that Britney sought to convey through the album. It is said that the track was recorded in Sweden during a tour stop with production duo Bloodshy and Avant, the team behind Spears' #1 hit Toxic. Mona Lisa was never officially announced as a single by Britney, but was played after the singer called into a radio station in California to debut the track live on air.
Good luck with your album. It's untitled.
It's probably going to be called The Original Doll.
And it's half done?
Yeah, it's halfway done right now.
All right, so maybe by the summer, maybe by the fall?
Yeah, maybe a little bit earlier.
All right, I know everybody's going to want to hear the new single over and over, so I'm going to try to play as much as I can, okay? The new Mona Lisa.
Hot.
It's just a taste.
The track was subsequently leaked online and quickly gained attention and recognition. The leak occurred during a period of speculation and excitement among fans about Britney's upcoming music, particularly surrounding the Original Doll project. The song's leak sparked intrigue and discussion within the fan community, with many praising its unique sound and introspective lyrics. Despite not being officially released or promoted by Britney's record label, the track has become a cult favourite among fans and remains one of the most notable tracks associated with the Original Doll concept. Interestingly, Jive Record, Britney's label at the time, did not make any official statements regarding the song or the leak. Jive also denied that the song was Britney's new single, telling Billboard that the song wouldn't be serviced to radio, and no album was scheduled. They did, however, note that Spears was in the studio working on new material. No further news about Original Doll was released either by Britney or Jive Records. It was rumoured that the album was shelved or not permitted for release by the label, and it is still unclear what actually happened to the project. Music execs and the record label deny the album's existence, while some music producers have come out to say that they did record music for a Britney project that was never released during this time, after a handful of songs allegedly recorded by the singer leaked online. Britney continued to work on music, but this time it felt different due to taking a more active role. The result was the EP, which released alongside her reality show, Britney and Kevin, Chaotic. The show provided an inside look at Britney and Kevin's relationship, and in the series finale, they announced that Britney was pregnant with their first child. In 2004, Britney Spears released her first greatest hits album titled Greatest Hits, My Prerogative. The album was a comprehensive collection of her most successful and popular singles from her career up to that point. The album also introduced 3 new songs. My Prerogative, which was a cover of Bobby Brown's 1988 hit, was released as the lead single from the album. Britney's version provided a bold and defiant response to media scrutiny. Do Something was released as the second single showcased a more playful and rebellious side of the singer, and I've Just Begun Having My Fun, which was a bonus track on the international edition of the 2003 In the Zone album. Artists often release greatest hits albums when they are taking a hiatus for several strategic reasons. This can be to keep their name and face in the public eye, even when they are not actively producing new music, helping to maintain their relevance and presence in the competitive music industry. Greatest hits albums can be lucrative, generating steady revenue through album sales, streaming, and licensing. This financial boost can be particularly beneficial during periods when the artist is not touring or releasing new material. In Britney's case, it's likely the break served as a creative reset. Releasing a greatest hits album can signify the end of a particular phase in the artist's career, allowing them to take a break, reassess, and potentially come back with a new artistic direction or sound. Between 2006 and 2007, Britney would experience a series of personal challenges and tragedies. Britney filed for divorce from Kevin in 2006 and went into a custody battle over her 2 children. The singer later revealed that during this time she was struggling with perinatal depression, a type of depression that occurs during pregnancy and can continue after the child is born. In January 2007, shortly after revealing her struggles, Britney's Aunt Sandra, who she was reportedly very close with, passed away after a long battle with cancer. During this period, Britney began to go out more frequently and had multiple stints in and out of rehab. In February 2007, she made headlines by shaving off her hair, marking the beginning of months of public drama. This included her family having her committed to a hospital against her will.
Right, but
Yeah.
they started saying maybe she's a little bit of a redneck.
I think anybody who's doing well in the public eye or whatever, there's always going to be a shift because people don't want to see somebody happy all the time.
What do you think it'll take to get the paparazzi to leave you alone?
I don't know. I don't know.
Is that one of your biggest wishes?
Yeah. It's okay. I would like for them to leave me alone.
If you could talk to them as individuals, not as a group, what would you say to them?
I would just say that you have babies at home and you have a wife, and if you don't, you have to realize that we're people and that we just need privacy and we need our respect, and those are things that you have to have as a human.
This is the latest blow for Britney Spears. At a hearing behind closed doors in Los Angeles, a judge ordered that Britney's two young sons should be with Kevin Federline. Sean Preston, who's 2, and Jaden James, who's 1, were already staying with Britney's ex-hubby, but were due to be handed over to the singer this week. But the judge's ruling means Dad will now have custody until a further court order is issued. The next hearing will be held in LA tomorrow. The custody battle is not looking good for the Oops, I Did It Again star. Last month, the same judge said she should undergo random drug and alcohol testing twice a week as part of her custody battle. And the 25-year-old's own bodyguard has said he's prepared to testify against her on issues of nudity, drug use and safety issues involving the children. But it's not just custody battles which could result in her court appearances. Last month, she was charged with a hit and run and driving without a valid licence. If convicted, she could face up to 6 months in jail. And just to add to all the stresses, a few weeks ago, the singer's lawyer left her on the same day she was dropped by her management company. Ouch.
During this tumultuous period, Britney felt that her family and staff did not have her best interests at heart. She fired several people from her team, including her longtime manager, Larry Rudolph. Allegedly, Britney sent an email to her father, stating that her biggest mistake post-divorce was letting Larry back into her life. She mentioned that although she worked with him for 4 years, she did not want to return to that period, feeling that he had influenced some of her behaviours negatively. The singer also expressed discomfort with her manager, sending her to rehab while being the one providing her with drinks. She was constantly followed by paparazzi and faced intense pressure and scrutiny. Around the same time, Britney allegedly sent an email to her lawyer complaining about Lou Taylor, whom she described as a crazy lady stalking her. Despite the overwhelming challenges, Britney focused on her music to keep herself going.
Britney, how about the rehab? Is near? Is it
closed?
It's true about the rehab, Britney.
I love you, Britney. All these guys are jackasses. Oh, yeah.
So now we're gonna beat your ass, homie.
I'd like to see that.
Guys, don't give it pressure. Just stay behind. Thanks, Britney, for coming out.
Come on, guys, back up. Thank you.
Give it room for him. Give it room for them.
No problem. Guys, clear the path, please.
Britney, it's true about the rehab.
Guys, back up.
Yeah, you look good.
You're making fun of me. Oh, my top's going to come off, and it's not a good thing.
What's up, Britney? How are you, Britney? How are you doing, Britney? How's the hotel? No, the star?
Britney started working on her fifth studio album in 2006 and recorded during her second pregnancy and public struggles. The album was the only one she had made that had Britney serve as the executive producer. The singer was keen to take the album in a different and more mature direction compared to her previous records, but also wanted to replicate the contemporary sounds being heard on radio stations, which had a more urban and hip-hop inspired sound, which was popular during the mid-2000s. Hip-hop producer Danger, who had previously worked closely with Timbaland and producing hits for artists including Exhibit and The Game, as well as pop acts Nelly Furtado and Catherine McPhee, was brought in to help reinvent Britney's sound for the album. At the time, Danger was the perfect balance between pop, R&B and hip-hop, which emerged in the early 2000s across mainstream music. His production style and his use of futuristic and edgy synthesizers was a hallmark of Danger's production on the album. These synths added a modern and slightly industrial feel to the music, contributing to the album's unique and ahead-of-its-time quality. Other production techniques and styles used were to infuse many of the tracks with robust, pulsating beats that gave the songs a gritty and powerful foundation, allowing him to incorporate layered and atmospheric textures, providing a rich and immersive listening experience. These layers added depth and complexity to the tracks, making them feel expansive and multidimensional.
We're getting things together. I've been actually doing tracks that I love, and I can't wait till we go into full production mode, but more so pre-production than anything.
So do you have any idea what direction it's going to be? Is it going to be, the club stuff? Is it going to be, where are you going with it?
I mean, we can start one way and then end up, a totally different way. I really don't know. I'm definitely going to do my part and try to make it hard-hitting, up-tempo, high energy. That's what I think we need, and that's what I'm going to shoot for.
She's one of the biggest stars in the world, but what's it like to work with her in the studio?
Man, it's so easy and fun, and it's one of the easiest, probably the easiest sessions I've had in my career, so I'm looking forward to getting back in.
Whilst Danger would serve as the primary producer for the new album to allow for a cohesive listening experience, other notable producers were also brought in to support with rounding out the album's overall sound and avoiding repetition, which some artists can fall into when using the same producer throughout. These including Bloodshy and Avant, who worked with the singer on her hit track Toxic, as well as other hip-hop producers such as Sean Garrett, The Clutch, and the Neptunes, who also produced previous hits for Britney, including I'm a Slave for You and Boys. During the period of making the album, Britney was attempting to take control of her life, even as circumstances beyond her control made it challenging. Despite these difficulties, Blackout emerged as a passion project. Danger mentioned that Britney wanted to create a fun, danceable, high-energy, up-tempo album, intentionally steering away from deeply personal themes. It's possible that the singer used this creative outlet to temporarily escape from some of the personal difficulties she was having at the time.
It's Britney, bitch.
Released as the album's lead single, Gimme More has gone on to become one of her most iconic songs released to date, particularly the song's intro, which has become a signature for Britney since its release. The track is characterized by its infectious electropop sound with heavy influences of electro-funk. The song features pulsating beats, synthesizers, and a seductive bass line which create an energetic and club-ready atmosphere. The track was co-written by Jim Beans, Marcella Areka, Danger and singer Kerry Hilson, and was also produced by Danger. Lyrically, the song is about indulgence, seduction, and the desire for more, whether it be attention, fun, or excitement. It encapsulates the hedonistic vibe of the album and Britney's defiance against the media scrutiny she was under at the time. The track was released in August 2007. However, it was Britney's live performance at the 2007 MTV Video Music Awards that got the media talking, and is one of the most talked about moments in the history of the awards show. To add some context, the performance marked Britney's return to the VMAs after several years of personal struggles, including a very public divorce, custody battles, and highly publicized issues with substance abuse. There were also high expectations for her comeback performance, as Britney had previously delivered iconic VMA performances, such as her snake dance during I'm a Slave for You in 2001. Britney wore a black sequined bra and shorts with matching knee-high boots, which drew a lot of media attention. The performance featured a stripped-down stage setup and pole dancers. Britney's dance moves were intended to be provocative and energetic, matching the song's seductive vibe. However, the performance was met with widespread criticism. Many pointed out that the singer seemed disoriented and out of sync with the music and choreography. Observers noted that she appeared to lack her usual energy and confidence. The media reaction was largely negative, with critics highlighting her lackluster performance and speculating about her mental and physical state. The performance was seen as a significant departure from her past VMA appearances, which had been characterized by meticulous choreography and high energy. The performance significantly affected public perception of Britney at the time. It was seen as a low point in her career, highlighting her ongoing personal struggles in a visual representation. In later interviews and documentaries, it was revealed that Britney was under immense pressure and stress during this period. The performance at the VMAs was a reflection of the turbulent time she was experiencing both personally and professionally. Over the years, the performance has become a part of pop culture history, often referenced as an example of the pressures and challenges faced by celebrities in the public eye. It also underscored the intense scrutiny Britney was under, and has contributed to ongoing conversations about mental health and media treatment of celebrities. The music video for the single is notable for its raw and provocative aesthetic. Directed by Jake Sarfati and released in October 2007, the video is set in a dark, club-like environment, featuring a strip club atmosphere with Britney performing pole dances and interacting with the crowd. The video was a clear departure from Britney's previous music videos, which had a clean and polished look. Again, this helped to set the tone and thematic feel of Blackout. The original version of the video includes scenes with multiple versions of Britney, creating a layered visual narrative. This element adds to the dynamic and multifaceted nature of the video. The video received mixed reviews from critics and fans. Some praised Britney's boldness and the video's gritty aesthetic, while others felt it was lackluster compared to her previous work. The video's provocative nature and Britney's personal struggles at the time drew significant media attention. Critics commented on her appearance and performance, often linking it to her well-documented personal issues and a cry for help from the singer. Despite the criticism, many fans appreciated the video for its unapologetic and raw portrayal of the singer, aligning with the rebellious spirit of the Blackout album, with the Gimme More video being a visual representation of this era in Britney's career. The Gimme More video has since become an iconic part of Britney's videography. Its rawness and the context of its release during a turbulent time in her life have made it a point of discussion in pop culture. The production of the video faced challenges. There were reports of chaotic conditions on set, which mirrored the broader issues Britney was facing in her personal and professional life. There was also rumoured to be creative differences between Britney and her team, resulting in a somewhat confusing narrative that later had to be pieced together during post-production. An alternative version of the video leaked online in July 2011 and included new scenes which featured the singer strutting down the street in a black outfit and laying down in a zebra print bed with a cat. The single debuted at number 85 on the Billboard Hot 100 and quickly climbed the charts, peaking at number 3. This marked Britney's highest charting single since her debut single, Baby One More Time. The track also reached the top 10 worldwide, including the UK, Canada, and Australia. Gimme More was a commercial success worldwide. Its strong performance helped re-establish Britney as a dominant force in the pop music industry. Gimme More has left a lasting impact on pop culture and music, with its distinctive opening line becoming a catchphrase and its beat influencing numerous artists in their own productions. The track has been sampled by will.i.am and Jay-Z, as well as appearing in various movies and GTA 5. Beyond direct samples, many artists have performed covers or live tributes to Gimme More, acknowledging Britney's influence on their careers and the broader music industry. Piece of Me was the second single released from the album, however, it was actually the last song recorded for the project. Written and produced by Swedish producers Bloodshy and Avant and Kla Arlund, the song serves as a response to the intense media scrutiny and sensationalism surrounding the singer's private life. These producers had witnessed her struggles firsthand over the years. Piece of Me functions as Britney's manifesto, with biographical lyrics recounting her personal mishaps and experiences with the media. As mentioned earlier in the video, Britney's relationship with the media was comparable to that of Michael Jackson. Whilst the media helped to elevate both singers, they were also hypercritical of anything that the pair did. Piece of Me likely served as a lyrical and visual representation of how the singer saw the media and the result of years of scrutiny. The production is characterized by a blend of sharp electronic beats, catchy synths, and a prominent bass line. The track has a futuristic and edgy sound, making it sound cohesive with the other tracks that were already recorded for the project. Britney's vocal delivery is confident and assertive, with layered vocals and effects adding to the song's intensity. Swedish singer Robin also provided backing vocals for the track. The concept for the video features Britney evading paparazzi in various scenarios. It uses doppelgangers to represent the overwhelming media presence and includes scenes where she confronts and mocks the paparazzi. Piece of Me received widespread critical acclaim. Ironically, critics praised its production, lyrical content, and Britney's performance. The song was seen as a powerful statement from Britney, reclaiming her narrative amidst the chaos of her personal life. Following the release of Gimme More, Piece of Me was viewed as a redemption in the eyes of the general public and the media, with a return to form for the singer. Commercially, the track fared well on the charts, peaking at number 18 on the Billboard Hot 100 and reached the top of the Dance Club Songs chart. In the UK, the song peaked at number 2, as well as charting in the top 10 in several countries, including Australia, Canada, and Ireland. The track is another addition to Britney's already strong discography and remains one of the singer's most significant songs, capturing a critical moment in her career and life. It has been praised for its candidness and the strength of its message, allowing Britney to somewhat reclaim her narrative at the time. The song has been a staple in Britney's live performances, including her Las Vegas residency show, which was also named after the song. In March 2008, Break the Ice was released as the third and final single from the album. The song was written by Danger, Jim Beans, Kerry Hilson, and Marcella Araica. Danger once again handled the production, with Beans overseeing the vocal production. Originally, the Candice Nelson-penned track Radar was planned to be the third single, but Break the Ice was ultimately chosen through a poll on Spears' official website. Musically, Break the Ice is an electro R&B track with subtle crunk influences throughout. It opens with a choir and features prominent synthesizers, giving a grandiose feel to the track. The lyrics explore the theme of attraction between two people. Originally, the remix version of the song featuring Fabulous was intended to be released as the album's third single, accompanied by a music video with a chair dancing sequence similar to Britney's 2000 single Stronger. However, due to her personal struggles at the time, this idea was scrapped. Instead, the singer proposed creating an animated video. Animation can effectively tell complex and engaging stories that complement the song's lyrics and mood. It provided a versatile medium to convey abstract concepts and emotional nuances of the song. The video depicts an action-packed storyline where the animated Britney is portrayed as a futuristic heroine. She infiltrates a high-tech facility, combats security forces, and ultimately confronts a villain, suggesting themes of empowerment and resilience. Break the Ice experienced moderate commercial success, particularly on dance charts and in digital sales. The song peaked at number 43 on the Billboard Hot 100. Although it didn't break into the top 40, it still showcased Britney's ability to chart successfully. In the UK, the single peaked at number 15, demonstrating its appeal in one of Britney's key markets. The song also charted well in other territories, including Canada, Australia, and Japan. Despite not reaching the top 10 in most major markets, Break the Ice maintained a steady presence on the charts, demonstrating its enduring appeal. Its success on dance charts underscores its impact as a dance pop track, resonating particularly well in club settings. When the Blackout album released in October 2007, it debuted at number 1 in Canada and Ireland, and reached number 2 on the US Billboard 200, as well as in France, Japan, Mexico, and the United Kingdom. It also entered the top 10 in Australia, South Korea, and New Zealand. Although Blackout was her first album in the US not to debut at number 1, Britney became the only female artist to have her first 5 studio albums debut in the top 2 slots of the chart. The album received positive reviews from critics and had sold 3.1 million copies worldwide by the end of 2008. Blackout would go on to win Album of the Year at the 2008 MTV Europe Music Awards. Unlike her previous albums, Britney did not heavily promote Blackout. Her only televised appearance for the album was a widely criticised performance of Gimme at the 2007 MTV Video Music Awards. However, several songs from the album were performed during her subsequent tour, the circus starring Britney Spears, and her concert residency, Britney, Piece of Me. In retrospect, Blackout is considered a career highlight for the singer and has been praised for its significant impact on the pop music landscape. It is credited with bringing the electropop and avant-disco genres to mainstream prominence. Blackout has also been listed among the best albums of all time by multiple publications, likely for its influential, forward-thinking and timeless sound. The album's innovation, inspiration and success are an interesting juxtaposition against Britney's personal struggles at the time of its creation and showcases that the singer was incredibly dedicated to her craft, which resulted in her most influential and possibly career-defining album. The sound and production likely influenced a number of pop female artists who would release projects at the end of the decade. Critics praised the album's production, describing it as moody, edgy, and dark. The album's use of heavy synths, intricate thumping beats, and futuristic sounds was noted for its originality and overall influence on the pop music genre. Britney's vocal delivery was also commended. Despite the use of vocal effects and heavy production, her voice was described as engaging and fitting well with the album's overall aesthetic. Reviewers also highlighted the album's consistency and cohesive sound. Each track was seen as contributing to the electronic dance pop-oriented theme of the album. In summary, Blackout is considered by many to be Britney's Magnum Opus due to its innovative production, cohesive artistic vision, critical and commercial success, cultural impact, and its embodiment of her personal and artistic resilience. It stands as a landmark album that not only defined a period in Britney's career, but also left an indelible mark on the music industry.